Here we are today at Russ's Reef. Bum, bum, bum. Here today, most part of this video here is just to touch on some new equipment, some upgrades that we've done to the tank, show you how things are coming along, and well, here we go. This is the first new upgrade we've got. We've got a Regal 300 EXT skimmer. So far I'm happy with the skimmer. It replaced my Orca Reef, or my Orca 250 Pro. Best thing that I can say about this skimmer is, one, it works good. Two, the amp draw on it, according to my Apex, went from about 2 amps down to 0.3, which is astonishing for how much it does. As far as the controller goes, who's really ever going to turn their skimmer down? I mean, I guess if I bought this for a 50-gallon tank or something stupid like that, I might, but really? I mean, it's kind of a useless piece. There's my 1.5 horse trade winds chiller. I've shown this before. Thing works awesome, and I keep it on a separate unit. It is not controlled by the Apex. That way, if something happens, the Apex fails and the heater's stuck on, this thing's got its own control unit, and it'll take over and save the day. It barely ever runs. That's what it's primarily for. Superman of the tank. That thing you hear right there sounds like a printer. That's my new dosing pump. That's a Neptune DOS. And few good things, few bad things about it. Mostly good. Bad thing is they are loud. If you're using them for high volume transfer, which I do, low volume, they're very quiet, but if you're using them for high volume transfer, I use it for water replenishment, which is about 7 gallons a day, and I use it to run through my calcium reactor, which is about 14 gallons a day, I figure. And so it does get very loud. But functionality wise, the thing is awesome. It's better than any dosing pump out there. You hook it up, you can dial it in, you can calibrate it, and it is spot on. We've got a Fuge down here that I've been running, and I got a bunch of grape callurpa in here that I pull out regularly. About once a week I pull a whole pile of it out of here. I'm just running a Kessel LED on low. I've got it tuned way down. And I got a whole pile of live rock in here, and I keep the light on 24 hours a day to keep it from going sexual and getting all mushy and all the bad stuff that everybody says it does. You just keep the light on 24 hours a day, and it doesn't require that much light. The other thing I've set up is a water change barrel. I've got this all set up on timers. I've got one pump in the other room in the sump that pumps out for 5 minutes every day, and then I got a pump in here that pumps in 5 minutes every day. So it just takes and it swaps out about 10 gallons a day. All I got to do is monitor the water level in it. And that's just my fresh water. The RO fills it up. Now we're walking into the fish room. Got all my hounds out here all over the floor. That's Theo. That's my St. Bernard Jake. And that's King of the House Kippy. He's a pug beagle mix. So here we are at the tank. Obviously you guys can see this thing's doing awesome. Tank's been doing very well. We need to clean the glass, probably should have done it, but whatever, didn't have time. Alright, now walking into the fish room. Here's one of my next upgrades that I've done. And I know it looks like NASA in here, something crazy. But what it is, I got those lines right there just pump outside. I got that plate I made all sealed up. I framed it in. I got an air conditioner in there. And then I got those just pumped straight outside. I'm running 2 8-inch fans that I'm going to run on a timer with the lights. And then I also run them in between in the night to keep the humidity down here and there, so they're not running 24/7. I took and constructed a tarp all the way across, and what that does is box it in so that it's pulling air into a specific area. So it pulls all the air up across the lights and pumps all the hot air. As we all know, hot air rises. It sucks all the hot air out of the trapped in area and keeps all the lighting cool. And that's a lot of lighting. It's 1,500 watts worth of light. So here we are back to the tank. Like I said, today was just, the major point was just to show some equipment upgrades and things I've changed, and just to show the tank. Everything's been doing well. I got a cool Gorgonian that I got from Frogman and on eBay. If you ever need snails, this guy will hook you up. This guy out of Florida. My fish are all doing good. They're all healthy. They're all acting like piranhas. You think I starve them until you look at them. I want to stick my hand in there and they're like, yeah, bunch of starving shy fish. Most of my corals have been doing pretty good. I've got some new ones, some older ones that are just starting to take off, but we've definitely come a long ways from the hair algae bomb that happened. This tank over here is just pretty much a whatever tank. I just keep a bunch of stuff in here. I got a big sea hare in here that, just in case anything happens, I feed him nori and caulerpa, and in case I ever get some hair algae or something I can't get to, I just put him on it and he takes care of it. It's like having a pet dog. But this tank just gets overflowing water. There's no pump pumping it, but it's got a lot of water goes through it, and overflows from here, comes across and drains out of the big tank. I'll give you guys a shot, and you guys that haven't seen this, up above. This tank's about 420 to 450 gallons, somewhere in between there. And I built the whole thing myself. Built the whole room, the whole system, everything I built by myself. It's my closed loop pump, calcium reactor. Sump's nothing more than a 150 gallon Rubbermaid that I've made some diverters in there, basically made baffles. What I should say. And that's the return line going from my refuge that you've seen earlier. And yeah, for anybody that says, wow, that's noisy, is only in this room is it that noisy. Once I'm out of here and I close the door, the system's actually very quiet. The room insulates it well. But yeah, that is my new exhaust system, and so far it works awesome. So anybody that's thinking about this maybe on a smaller scale, if you're running a 180 with a canopy and you're running some halides in there and you want to get the heat out, go to the grow shop, get some smaller fans, 4 or 6 inch fan, set them up with a timer. It'll suck the heat right out, and then just exhaust it right outside. It'll help keep your humidity and everything else down. As you guys can see, since my December video, this tank has come a long ways in just a few months. A year from now, this is going to be, hopefully everything goes good in a year from now, this is going to be amazing. And there's my singing dog, Rudy, the Boston Terrier. and my wife. Give you one more shot over top here. Close up the exhaust for the fan up there. Looks like wiring hell, but it's not really that bad. It's kind of organized. Everything's labeled, so it's easy to find what you're doing. That is one of the biggest Monty caps I've ever seen in an aquarium. Well, anyways, it's the end of the video, and until next time, this video is concluded. Enjoy, and remember, I don't know what to tell you.